Kibbles asked about having a 7-segment display that defaulted to a 0. I looked at the truth table and decided that the best way to do it was to actually invert all the feeds that finally light the lights up, so that you actually need to find out for any one numeral which segments need to be turned off. So starting from the top, there's the A, the B, C, D, E, F, and finally the G being the middle segment. So that's sort of A, B, C, D, E, F, and finally G. So if you want to make a 9, for example, you're turning off just that one bit there, but you are doing it sort of in inverse, if you like. And then if we went for, say, a 1 actually ends up turning quite a few lines off. It turns off the A, the B's left, the C's left, the D, E, F, and G are all turned off because those are all pluses. So that's that leaves you with a 1. So the only other part to solve was how to make a 0. So under normal circumstances with this arrangement, if you had all the buttons turned off, you'd end up with an 8. But I've added an extra row of auto switches along here, so that if any number is turned on at all, the sorry, let's look at this the other way around. If no numbers are turned on, the inverter here turns on number 0, which kills the G segment, which gives you a 0. If you turn a number 1 on, for example, that then turns off the 0 and turns on all the 1s. And exactly the same for the next one. So if I turn that one off, turn the 2 on, it turns off the 0 and turns on all the 1s. So the only problem with this is that at the moment we've got a 2 there. If I take the 2 away, there's a little bit of a delay because there's an extra gate that it has to go through. So if I turn on a 7, or say a 6 for example, this is going to turn off the 0 and then turn on the 6. So you do end up with this funny state for a fraction of a second. Oops, I've got 2 switches turned on here at the same time. So that's the other state, obviously, is you can't have multiple numbers turned on at the same time. Anyway, there you go. Cheers.